All right, little impromptu thing here. I just got a Donner Prince Pulse pedal. Right now, let's turn the reverb. So all we got is a little spring reverb here. I got compression and EQ on. There we go, there's the pulse. All right, I'm messing with slow speed here. All right, let's get a little drone going here. Of course, we have to do some sort of Pink Floydian thing. All right, that's at the slowest setting. I'm just going to click it up to fast, see how fast it ramps up. So with inertia, I have it at minimum now, so this will... Ooh, that's cool. All right, so mic distance is just about noon right now. Ooh, you can really get it throbbing. That's mic distance at max. Let's see if we can. Mix is just below noon right now. We're still on the fast rate. Let's go back to slow. All right, let's see how it goes with the delay. The delay. That's just the drone, pulse on slow, distance maxed, but I turned the mix down to about, 10 o'clock. And then the other two functions on here are inertia and fast speed, but that only has anything to do with if I'm switching between, so. Which I have to say, okay, so that's inertia at minimum. Let's turn inertia to maximum and see what happens. So we're on fast right now. Yeah, so that's the fastest it takes to go between the speeds. Kind of like the slow drift between fast and slow. So I'm going in mono, I'm coming out stereo. Great stereo image. Okay, let's start adding in some more of my typical effects. So oh yeah, that bloom's really nice. Okay, that's the blooper I have set for a full note repeat or a full bar repeat with the pitch shifting and some filtering. I also just added in the mood reverb. that's fantastic. Okay, let's add in the right side of the mood, which is on tape, and it's just like a lower octave I'm adding in. The right side is not being processed through the left side. Although I might change that because it's overloading an input somewhere. I was trying to fix it earlier today. I can't seem to figure out where it's doing it, but okay, so let's add the microcosm in, and then we'll see if we can get a loop going. A little bit of the neck pickup rolled off, but I think I can get away with both pickups turned all the way up. Just enough to create that movement. So I have used, let me think here, when it comes to rotary, the only other rotary effect I think, I take that back. There used to be a Alesis, like a third space rack called the Nanoverb, and it had a rotary effect on it, and I really love that. I use that one when I have my little home studio. I had that for years. I still have the Nano bass somewhere for some reason. I don't know why I still have that one, but and then I did the Ventura Vibe, which is a Univibe pedal, but it has a rotary effect on it, which was actually surprisingly good for a digital Univibe style pedal. Other than that, I don't think I've used a rotary effect. Other than if you look at one of my very first videos I posted called Space Cushion in Lambsfield Blue, there's actually a real Leslie. I used a real Leslie in the studio. And this is not a Leslie emulation. I forget what kind of rotating speaker emulation this is, which is what... I wondered if that was a little bit of that David Gilmour thing that nobody can quite put their finger on. And yeah, this has got that kind of mystery sound there, I guess. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see if I can get a little jam going here. That's nice. Really big sounding. Keep it basic here. Let's try doing a little Zor action on here. Try the bridge pickup. So my observation, one of the keys to this Shine On You Crazy Diamond kind of sound is it's not in natural minor, it's in Dorian as your first position mode, which puts your Phrygian. So if you pretend you're an F major, if you're accustomed to play the Ionian in first position, that's Ionian. If you went into Dorian, that's where this kind of mysterious sound comes from. Or you could call it D minor. Which is Aeolian mode, if I remember right. Still play your pentatonic, I guess, down where G is. Minor pentatonic. I think I might have found the modulation I want. In a general way, I mean, there's a lot of different chorusing effects I like to use, but there's always something that taken away there. It's not really additive, unless it's like that kind of. Flanges and phasers bother me because you can always kind of hear them in the background. Same thing with the tremolo. If you listen to a couple of my videos, I've got all these effects I've used over the last however long I've been putting videos on this channel. Has it been 2 years? Has it been 3 years? And at the end here, when this little jam's done, but yeah, it just opens everything up. Just enough kind of that slow movement. All right, let's switch to fast here. Oh, yeah. I actually got the speed pretty good to go along with my delay. For really the first time I've turned it on, I like all the sounds I'm getting. Going back to slow. Back into Phrygian. Yeah, just put your Dorian mode in first position, which again, in this case, which is G minor, it's the same as being in F major, or D minor. Digging the scratch right now too. Works well with this. Damn it, I stepped on the microcosm. Yeah, Donner Prince Pulse. I've been watching these for a long time and I found one at a really good price. Glad I did. Now, They supposedly made these TRS input, but if you read the documentation on it, it only uses the tip, if I believe, when it's set to TRS, when the effect is on, which means that it sends the incoming signal to mono even if it's set to TRS, which kind of defeats the point of sending a stereo signal into it if the pedal's on. If the pedal's off, you can pass a stereo signal through it. In my case, I'm going through compression, gain, EQ, just as you might have seen in my last few videos, over to the blooper, which is, I don't even know what to call it because I don't call it a looper. At least I'm not using it right now like a looper. Into the count to 5, then into the pulse, and then the pulse is where the signal goes stereo. So I'm going mono into the pulse because, again, I don't see any point in trying to go into it in stereo. Into the mood in stereo, into the microcosm, Galaxy, Woodrow, and, through my mixer and my interface. So, but I think based on the sound I'm hearing here, it sounds pretty kick-ass, to be honest. So let's fade this out. All right, let's try fast mode one more time with the pad. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. All right, going back to slow. All right, so there you go. Donner Prince Pulse immediately fits perfectly, and that's not often with any pedal for that matter. As evidenced, I look at my pedal board and the Para EQ, count to 5, everything else has been off and on. Galaxy, I don't know, we're getting pretty close with this. Every time I say that, I blow up my pedal board, but in any case, have a good one.